Welcome to Texans Telestrator, presented by BMW. I'm your host, John Harris, and it has been a long, fruitful 2019 season. But now that we've hit the offseason, it's time to take a little bit of a look back at the top 5 plays of the 2019 season. Let's get our Telestrator going for play number 5.
2 minutes to play at Arrowhead, 31-24, the Texans lead, and it's 4th down and 3 at the Kansas City 27, and Bill O'Brien's going to go for it. Here's the snap. Watson throwing, and he hits Hopkins for a first down. The game is over. The Texans can kill the clock in Kansas City.
Excellent throw. What a call.
And we're going to go to Kansas City in week 6, and it's 4th and 3. Texans are up at this point 31-24. DeAndre Hopkins right here, Will Fuller right here, and they're going to be key on this play because in this game, the Texans did a really good job of stacking these two and stacking their releases so they could do different things, and they're going to do it here. And they know that Kansas City is going all out. They're going to get blitz zero here. Now, what blitz zero is, all right, blitz zero, we talked about this a little bit through our Telestrator earlier this year. No safeties in the middle of the field. 0 refers to the number of safeties here. Now, you see Tyron right here, but Tyron's actually going to be blitzing. So he's the blitz and playing 0. 0 means no safety help. It's cat coverage. Man-to-man. You got that cat, you got that cat, and you two got these two. All right, Darren Fell's going to be covered here. It's cat coverage. And the Texans are going to beat it when they needed to on 4th and 2. Now, Deshaun knows as soon as he takes this snap, he knows with all of this here, somebody's going to be coming free. And Alex Okafor is that guy coming free off the edge. So he's got to hope that either Will beats his man here or Hop gets inside there. And one of those guys has got to win and got to win quickly. And Deshaun can buy himself some time. And you can see Deshaun as he takes the snap, right? See how he brought it down like he was going to throw it? Wasn't quite ready. Bought himself a little bit more time, reset, and now Hop is right there. Just put it out there and let your man go get that. Nice little combination. Excellent job by Hop down below. Watch Hop. Set him up outside with that right foot, and now he's going to explode off that foot. Great wide receiver teaching tape here. Sets him up outside, and then physically, he takes that right arm and then just swats it. Gets him off of him, and that's enough to get the release. These two run into each other. Ball game in Kansas City. Let's take a look at the protection here. This is pretty good. You can see Okafor, he's coming. Tyron's coming. They're all coming. And they're going to leave the outside guy, the least dangerous, just by alignment. You don't have enough to block everybody. So that's the guy they'll leave free. Rod Johnson, hits Tyrann Mathieu and he knocks him backwards. He hits him so hard, he almost knocks Tyrann back into the route. Hop makes the catch. Big play. Seals the win in Kansas City. What a big win that was in the middle of the season.
Brady gets the snap. He throws back to the left. It's picked off. Roby across the 20, 15, cuts inside 10, and he's down inside the 6-yard line. Bradley Roby, welcome back to the lineup in a big, big way.
Man, what a key play that was, and it comes in at number 4. So how did it happen? How did the GOAT get taken by someone from the Ohio State University? Well, let's take a look at it right here. You're going to see Julian Edelman, and he was a key against the Patriots. He's going to be lined up in the slot right here. So here's Robe, and he's on N'Keal Harry right there. Now, Tom Brady likes motion because he wants to kind of get a read on what kind of coverage he's going to see. So when Edelman goes in motion, you also see Edelman too. He's kind of looking at all the coverage over here. Now, J-Joe's going to go with him here. And Tom already looking right here is like, that looks like man. He's got his eyes there. This is probably man-to-man coverage. I got to have somebody win inside. Somebody's got to win inside. So let's start with this bunch side over here. Jules is taking a look at it. He's like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. This is man coverage. These guys are going to provide a pick. If he jumps out here, I'll just whip back inside. And that's what he's thinking. Like, look, man, I'm whip back inside, but B-Mac does a good job of taking that out. So J-Joe had him on one side, McKinney on the other. These two, they're in good man coverage. This is good man coverage. You got Justin in the middle of the field just in case. So this is cover one. One safety in the middle of the field playing free. And let's take a look at Robe up top. Gives him the inside, but knows that if he goes inside, he's got to just fight inside to make a play. And watch his strength. He just rips inside. This is so good by Bradley Roby. He takes that inside shoulder and goes right through a 220-pound man. And because he does that, because Harry does not beat him to the spot, Roby's able to make this pick. Now, the other key about this is when Tom looks over here and he sees Edelman run this whip back inside, he realizes, he sees McKinney and he knows J-Joe's over here. So he goes immediately back this way. He's trying to get him from doing anything that might be sinister in there, and he feels like that's going to be where he wants to go. And it was bad for him. And Tom Brady makes his throw, knows immediately, nope, Bradley Roby's there. And it probably should have been a pick six, but Brady got just enough of him to trip him up. The Texans would go in a few plays later and score to take a lead in that game. They would not relinquish and played maybe its most complete game against the Patriots. But that play right there, the one we have at number 4, turned the tide of that whole game in December against New England. Bradley Roby's interception taking it down to about the 6-yard line where the Texans would capitalize a few plays later.
It's Hyde. Cutting outside, Hyde to the 5, Hyde to the end zone. He has his first 1,000-yard season of his career on that run. More importantly, a touchdown for the Texans.
Oh yes, pound the rock with El Guapo. Man, what a great day he had in Tennessee in maybe the most vital win of the year, winning on the road against the 8-5 Titans at that point. And what a game that was. Let's take a look at how that happened at our play number 3. And it's just a simple little dart play, a tackle wrap play. You're going to see Chris Clark over here, and he's going to wrap around to this side and be the lead block for El Guapo going this way. Now, the Texans really catch the Titans in an advantageous situation for the Texans offense because they're a nickel, 2 DBs, 3, 4, and 5. So they're a nickel, and the Texans have 12 personnel. Tight end here, and 1 back. So 1 back, 2 tight ends, that makes 12 personnel. So with Fells here and Akins there, they're in a good running set. And so they're going to run to this strength with Chris at right tackle over here leading the way. So let's take a look at it. And going to get good movement here. No penetration, good movement. Laramie's going to bump off to the linebacker. Clark's going to get around. And typically where this would be a linebacker, it's now Logan Ryan. And so Chris is going to get enough, and by enough I mean knock him backwards 3 yards, and then Carlos is running to daylight, probably as fast as he ran all year. And Carlos is a pretty fast dude. Takes the inside handoff. All right, linebacker's frozen by Deshaun just in case he's got to pop out there. Carlos sells it inside, gets the Clark block. Will gets just enough here, and then he's beating the safety all the way. And the safety you can see here, or the corner, sorry. The corner right here, watch him. Watch when he reacts. Watch him right here. He doesn't know that Carlos has the ball and bounces to the outside. He's still inside, and Carlos has already made his break. Excellent play. Let's look at it from the end zone shot. You can see the blocking up here. And the Titans get caught here not adjusting. They had originally with a tight end over here, had a 3 technique, and then they were going to have probably a 7 over here. When they put the tight end over here, they left Simmons in as a 1. So they got pretty good leverage on that block. Then Laramie's going to come down and help on Evans. Landry's going to be taken all the way inside. You can see Fells take Landry. So you get a good double and then off to Evans. And now you got Logan Ryan here, Vaccaro here, and Sims is completely lost. So this turns out to be great. Look at where they are, and look at all his momentum there. Chris gets a good block on Logan Ryan. Now just imagine, what if that is number 59, Wesley Woodyard? Well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for the Titans, they decided to leave a linebacker on the bench, stay in nickel, and they end up getting burned because Clark makes a good block here, and Carlos is off to the races. That would give the Texans a 24-21 win over the Tennessee Titans in Nashville, and it's play number 3.
Second down. Watson gets the snap, and he airs it out deep down the left side. Wants DeAndre Hopkins, and Newt makes the catch for another touchdown. The Texans retake the lead.
What a combination that is. Deshaun Watson to DeAndre Hopkins, especially against that team in white. And it's our play number 2 of the season. On a Thursday night right here at NRG Stadium, the Texans trailed, but they weren't for long because early in the game, DeAndre Hopkins had caught one in that north end zone. That was his first touchdown of the day, but we're going to look at Hop right here against Pierre Desir. Now, this was a matchup that Colts fans felt like was a big advantage for the Colts. Oh, Pierre Desir, he's a Hopkins killer. He can lock him down, and that was not going to happen here. Now, the Colts play what looks like some version of 3 Buzz Mabel, which what that means is they're going to play some version of cover 3. But what they're going to do, instead of playing kind of a 3-deep zone here, they're going to man here, hence the Mabel part, and then they're going to buzz down the safety there to take away anything that maybe Kenny might be doing over here. So what you're going to get is essentially just man-to-man coverage right here with what turns into post-safety coverage. And when that's one-on-one against Hopkins and post-safety coverage, I'll give you 99 times out of 100 Deshaun Watson's going to want to look that up right there. So Hop is one-on-one against Desir, and now puts on a route-running clinic on Desir. He's going to sell. You can see the hot foot buzz, and then I wish I could do this in slow motion. Oh, there we go. Slow motion right there. Oh, I found it. Look at that. A new weapon on my Telestrator. He's going to set him up to go inside. See that right foot right there? Sold the inside, and Desir bit just a little bit. All he needed to do was get him to bite just a bit. And then all of a sudden, Hop is right by him with the next step. All Desir can do is kind of try and get his hands on him, but Hop's got momentum. He's too strong, and then swats him with that right hand. And then Deshaun puts it in the bucket. But look at right here. This shows you. You know, people say, oh, Hop's not that fast. They're even right there, right? Now look at the distance. A little bit more. A little bit more. Catch the ball for a touchdown, Hop. Go get that ball to your mom. I mean, this is nuts. This is so perfectly done. I can't even begin to tell you. So good. Now, Deshaun has a clean pocket to throw from. So let's take a look at one other aspect of this. Let's look at the protection. I want you to mainly look at Laramie Tunsil and Titus Howard right here. These two guys are going to do a whale of a job getting set, good kick step, excellent movement. I mean, the movement of these two dancing bears, it's unbelievable. Look at these two guys. I mean, just offensive ballerinas. I mean, look at how smooth they are. And they go nowhere. Sheard, who is always a problem right here, he is always a problem. He tries a little spin move, and Titus just bang, slides, and does get a little help from Zach, but he wasn't getting there. This is Justin Houston. He had a few sacks in the first game against us. Not this time. Boom. Look at Laramie. Just set, slide, set, and just anchor. I mean, I could watch this all day. I could just watch this protect. Those two tackles, look at that. Those are your two tackles for the next how many ever years, folks? 1, 2, 3. That's how it gets done. Touchdown. 20-17. Beat the Colts here. And that was play number 2.
Here's a blitz. Watson in trouble. Watson escapes to the right side. And Watson throws it to Jones. Cutting inside 40, 35-30, the 25-20, 15, and down to the 10-yard line. What a play! The magician does it again.
He took a shot from his blind side and spun right out of it.
But the guy that Dabo Swinney said was the closest thing he's seen to Michael Jordan, he put the S on his chest, and he got out and made an unbelievable throw.
I don't know about y'all, but I still get chills when I hear that call. And it is, without a doubt, number one. The number one play this year for the Houston Texans occurred about 100 yards over that way, out on that field, wild card weekend against the Bills. In overtime, Deshaun Watson finds Taiwan Jones. Now, you maybe have heard some of the talk about this. You know, you've heard blitz zero, Taiwan out in the flat, what he did, all this. So let's take a look at how it actually happened. On 2nd and 6, and that's a key thing to keep in mind, because if Deshaun ends up getting sacked right here on the bullhead, it's going to be like 3rd and 14. And now you're thinking, my goodness, we're going to have to punt the ball to them. A sack would have been awful. And the Bills knew it. So the Bills took a risk here, and they played what's called blitz zero. Now, I don't know what their call is. I mean, there's probably some call like Cherokee zero or whatever. But they're going to bring the blitz. So they're going to bring Saran Neal here. They're going to bring Matt Milano there. And everybody else is man-to-man across the board. Now, I know you're thinking, well, what about that guy? Well, he's going to end up being man-to-man on Kenny because Neal's going to blitz. So they're going to blitz, and then he's going to come up here. So zero refers to 0 safeties left to help in the middle of the field. Blitz zero, everybody in man-to-man across the board, no safety help. So as I call it, cat coverage. You got that cat, I got that cat, you got that cat. So you'll see DeAndre Carter out here. Kevin Johnson's got him. You're going to see Poyer end up on Stills. Tremaine Edmonds, I think, has Fells, but Fells blocks, so Edmonds rushes. You've got Tre'Davious right here on Hop, and then you got Micah Hyde here on Taiwan Jones. Now, Deshaun knows it's blitz zero. He knows. And he gives a signal at some point, or lets Taiwan know, here's what I want you to do. What he wanted was this. He wants the slot fade. Knowing it's blitz zero, no safety help, he was going to trust Hop one-on-one against Tre'Davious White, and that Hop going down the field could go make a play. That he would back shoulder this ball into the sideline if he needed to, or if Hop beat him, he could just throw it over the top, touchdown to win the game. So that's what Deshaun wanted. But Micah Hyde, pretty smart player here. He does something that should have helped his team, but it turned out burning his team, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So Deshaun, knowing pre-snap what he's getting, he knew it was blitz zero. He knew. And what he wanted was this. And that's the best receiver in the game. Now, it's against one of the best corners in the game, but he's going to take that because with all this room over here, Hop's got a million things he can do. He can back shoulder it here. He can maybe go to the post if he needs to. Probably would. Or he can just run right by him, throw the ball in any of those areas. Hop's going to go get it, right? Well, look what Hyde does. Hyde, right when Deshaun's about to throw, Deshaun, see the ball comes down? See how it came down? Watch Deshaun. The ball, he brings it down like he's going to throw it. But look at Hyde. Look what Hyde's doing. Hyde's falling off here. So Deshaun's like, I can't throw it where I want to. Because he wanted to throw it right here at the logo. But Hyde fell off. And so now the fun begins, so to speak. Saran Neal coming off the edge. Bang, bang. Neal, then Milano. And when you see it, you're sort of like, okay, everybody's sort of dazed for a second. I mean, look at him. He's like, what do I do? And he should have known. That's Shaq Lawson. He should have known. He should know Deshaun. Shaq Lawson's got a ring because of Deshaun. Anyways, went to Clemson. That's why. So Deshaun gets out of this. Taiwan slips. So thankfully, Deshaun didn't throw it to Taiwan early. But here's what happens. Hyde stays with Hopkins. Taiwan just works back to a spot. And before Hyde realizes it, Taiwan's working back to a spot where he can catch the ball. Now here comes Deshaun, gets a little bit of a piece here. And now Taiwan isn't too much further past the line of scrimmage, but Hyde is 12 yards away. And it's 2nd and 6. So if you just get nothing really out of the play, if Taiwan catches it and fell down, it's a whole lot better than a sack for 10 yards. It would have been a catch for none. But then more magic happened. Deshaun finds Taiwan right at the line of scrimmage, actually behind the line of scrimmage. And now Taiwan does something which is a great lesson. He looked inside and he saw all this green and was like, run as fast as you can this way. If you go all the way across, what's the worst thing that can happen? He's got to chase. You'll at least get the first down, right? So he sets him up and then beats him with his speed. Run. Hyde can't make the tackle. And then I want you to watch the best receiver in the game who thought he was going to get the ball. Watch Hop. Look at him. He puts his hand up and he's like, bro, come here. He turns around and he doesn't go back and peel back here. Hop turns around and goes to White and gets just enough of White right there to give Taiwan room to get in between and get down inside the 10-yard line. I mean, I just Telestrator that thing and I still have chills. It's just amazing play from Deshaun Watson, from Taiwan Jones. Great block from DeAndre Hopkins. That was just a wonderful day to relive. And hopefully in the future, there'll be many more like our play number 1 of the 2019 season.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content. If you have a play you'd like me to break down, leave it in the comments below.